Alright, I took a moment to update my dance card, and then see what I could do about this. That's going to be 2 of the 6 iron that I need, and then I need to do something up here about these piling up parts. Since I'm on Gleba, I need to do something like this and get it set up, and then pass it down here and start to process it really aggressively. There's some of that going on with this storage chest. And then that'll become a rare line. Sometime, someplace. And this part was suffering kind of the same thing, where this specifically needs to become an iron forge. And then once that's done, just gonna kind of eyeball it up. Turn out an engine production line. Using some of the parts that I'm getting. And I want that to go up to 90, so what do I need for that? Maybe 100 more gears? Yeah, 100 more gears exactly. So I'll be able to pull that job out completely. Because I'm not having a problem. Frighteningly enough, I'm not having a problem with this stuff being rare. If anything, I'm getting too much of it. And some of these assembly lines are about to grow up, so... yeah. There was, at some time, an iron patch here, and now there's not. I'll just put more of those in there and have space platform parts coming out later. Yay. So this job can actually finish, I think. I hope. And we're down to making stuff so that the machine spirits are happy, which is pretty good. And then just being back to short on everything else. And debating whether or not I should replace those on this section. Because let's see, it's not... Like, it's not perfectly faster, but I can get rid of one building. And then just give everything more parts. Since the fast belts are faster, that'll deliver a greater volume of stuff into this section. Where it counts, I hope. Alright, and then on my dance card is... one of these with a super fast test station. I do have enough of these to make 50 of the quality ones. Seems like a good time to do it. Hold on. No. Drop that down to 200 divided by 5. 40. Because that's what's inside of this machine. One, two, and now I need a normal one here. So that's going to be replaced. I have those 250. I can gradually do assembler upgrades. Let's see. 0.048, 0.048. So like 0.98 SPM. Because the cost of parts on that science is particularly high, so if I can get this cost savings off, it benefits me. So I'm going to put that down there, and then these ones go on the fast belt. The UI on that could be a bit better. It's kind of the main issue with doing what I'm doing. Okay, do I need more than one? No? A nice little spaghetti weave. So, once I get out of the cycle of infinite upgrades, because that's actually going so fast that it's depleting that line. Alright, I can tell something's going wrong here, if it's that pattern. Look for the yellow belt. If that's the only place where I see that pattern, then okay. It just is what it is. Start cutting down that furnace stack. So I'll have another little plot to use these days. Won't speed me up, but it won't slow me down either. So I want one like this and one with quality. And should get it upgrading towards the right thing. I think I see a little blue dot there, so I'll make it work. Okay, and now this will jam eventually. So filter greater than or equal to. Huh. Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but you really just see these things and are just like, This is as smart as it feels, isn't it? But hey, engine frames. Go team, huh? Alright, that's jumping out. Then it's gonna need a box to buffer into down here, I gather. Because it's jammed everything else up. And then, yeah, let the reckoning begin. So that connects it to my entire logistics network and says, if you see greater than 2K, go right ahead, run this idea. And then what we're gonna do is go up this way, get products finished 100, and smile. Because done its job, can go away. All of it. The drills can go into storage, that can all get packed up. So that becomes another traveling lane. This adventure is complete. Ha ha ha, funny number. But I'm more or less done with this idea over here. And that makes me happy. Well, I guess there's no good way to fix that problem. I would have wanted more of this to come in here. Although, I do have a couple hundred stones that I can just throw this way. Alright. Okay, so now I've got full utilization over here, and that's pretty decent. That's going to let that assembly line run, but there's problems, clearly, when I go to beacon that thing. It's just going to be like, oh boy, you did this idea. So yeah, because there's item ingredient shortage there, so that needs some tuning. How in the world did that get flipped around? Oh well. That gets that idea going, as it should be. And then, yeah, I have this series of 1.46. If I have 10 of them, then it's filled up that belt. If I have more than 10 of them, it's a problem, right? And then I have 10.5s on that side, 10.5s, and 8. That's going to become 2 belts on my score. And I want something like 6. Copper boost is as done as it's going to be. But I'll be able to start designing that section on 2 belts as I lay in railroads over here. That's why I have a nuclear reactor. Okay. And I'm following that up with solar. It's not that I do one, it's that I do both. Alright. This is just kind of cursed, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So that should make that go faster. I don't really need more chips like this because they're going off in various places. Up and over here. It's funny because I basically am eating this capability just to stretch the raw material out. So that these lines are really rather viable. And then I have too much plastic. Oh, that's the wrong one. Because then I'll do one for chips too over here. Yeah, same deal. Okay. Make sure that's greater than. You put a short inventory on that one. And I'll do engines. And in order to keep my sanity, we're going to start using bot requests where it makes sense. Just keep 100 of those because the most valuable thing is honestly going to be the double E units. Bundles are pretty cheap to make too, so that should do it. And then that'll start another parts apocalypse that I will handle somewhere else because it seems like a good idea at the time. Really, it does.